Okay guys, one of the key ingredients to installing your hand guards correctly is to make sure you're never going to impinge the throttle when you do drop it or bang it into something. Dropping it on the ground obviously drives the hand guard into the throttle tube if you have not cut enough of the throttle tube away. As you can see, I have cut off the end of the throttle tube so that it, some people leave a little lip that overlaps the bar. That's the bar, that steel, black steel there. They leave too much of a lip of throttle tube over that and just cut a hole small enough through the throttle tube to get the bolt hole in. But then if your bar gets smashed on a drop, it'll pinch that throttle tube and then cause it to stick. You want to make sure your throttle tube is completely clear of your hand guard upon any impact to the ground in this spot. So that's the critical thing. So this is nice and tight. The other good mounting point here is right here. It makes sense to get good hand guards because the hardware is better and stronger and can endure bigger hits. Not only do they protect your hands, but they protect your levers. So I can pretty much throw this bike on the ground, even on the concrete, and I won't touch my levers or my throttle or break my clutch lever. It can really put you in a tough spot if you're in the Hatfield McCoys climbing up some hardcore rocks and your bike gets thrown down or you drop it and you break off a clutch lever in the middle of the woods. It can make for a challenging ride home. So these things are nice if you're going to be doing the hard enduro crazy stuff on the rocks and dropping it, which I do regularly. Now, the other train of thought, which, some people are getting away from hand guards and just moving the levers inward so that they don't impact the ground, and also leaving them loose enough, not tightening these down so hard that the levers can't move upon an impact or a hit on the ground or a tree hit or whatever. And I do like the lightness of a bike without hand guards. And I do like, the freedom of not having the hand guards. I have to admit, on a few accidents, I've gotten kind of hung up in the hand guards a little bit. Not too much. I think last time I just injured my thumb on the grip, actually, which would have got me anyway. But sometimes, like, your hand gets caught coming off the bike. As you can see, that bar hits your hand and it'll hold your hand on longer, and you can sometimes get injuries that are a little different. But in the hardcore enduro world, I still believe it's beneficial to have these hand guards if you can get a good, light enough, durable enough pair. They definitely help protect against, obviously, hitting trees and things like that. And there's not, it stinks when you drop that bike and you tear the grips anyway, and the dirt gets pounded into the tube, especially on this side where the dirt tends to hang up your throttle. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys. The key again is just make sure everything stays clear on impact, and keep your levers again loose enough so they don't break upon impact. Hope that helps you guys. Take care. Appreciate any likes and subscribes.